Hello, it's Michael again from the TEL team. In the previous video, we looked at a few different question types that you can do in H5P. And in this video, we're just going to look at the final one, which you didn't have time to include in the previous video, which is drag and drop question type. So this is the example that I've made. And what the student needs to do, obviously, is match these words to these drop zones. That's simply done by dragging this and dropping it in the correct place. What you'll see is that in each of the drop zones I've included a hint. I'll show you how to do that. And you'll also see that there's an image in the background. That image is not necessary. You could, for example, just have some text in these drop zones, and you would need to match these pieces of text with those pieces of text. But I've just decided to do an image because I thought it was more interesting for this video. So try and remember this finished product because we're not going to be looking at that anymore. I'm going to go full screen on the creation page. So we need to select drag and drop. If you are including an image, this is where you need to do it. And we click add and select the image which we've saved on our computer. As opposed to this picture, which is in the description and is a URL, so it's just a link which is copied. This picture, I believe, needs to be saved on your computer. If you want to change the size of it, you can do that here, and these numbers will automatically adjust. So if you put in 1, the second one will adjust to that. So once you've uploaded the image, if you want to, you don't need to, you can then go into task. So basically what we need to do is to create drop zones and corresponding text boxes to them. So what we do is add drop zone and we can give it a label. For the example question which I've done, the labels weren't visible because they didn't need to be, because the image was the label in a sense. However, if there was no label and you needed to match two different text boxes together, then obviously that's important to write the label and have it visible. So the first one we'll just name Pennywise. At the moment, this isn't actually visible, the label. If you need it to be visible, you just click here, show label. But we're not going to for this screencast. They also all had tips, and you can do that in the same way as we've been doing them before by entering it in here, and also message displayed on correct match and incorrect match as well. But for now, we're just going to create this label and not show it. So we now have a drop box. We'll put this over the clown Pennywise. So this does have the label Pennywise, but we just can't see it. As I mentioned, the label is kind of in the image, so we know that it's referring to this person here, or this thing here. Whereas if there was no image in the background, you'd probably want to label it so that the student who was doing this activity would know what was going on. Next, we need to include text. So let's make this Pennywise. And this text we want to be dragged and dropped onto the drop zone which we just made. So we need to connect it somehow to that. And we do that by clicking here. This is now connected to that Pennywise drop zone. We click done, and this is created. I'm not going to do the other two because it's just the same again. But at the end of this process, you would have 1, 2, 3, however many drop zones you wanted, and then however many corresponding text boxes, or you could also include images as well to link them together. Once you've done that, save it, and you have your drag and drop activity complete. If you have any questions about it, then don't hesitate to contact me or any other member of the TEL team. Thanks for watching. Bye.